Hey guys, and welcome to my out-of-box review for the Master Grade 1/100 scale Banshee Norn. This kit was a Premium-Bandai Online Exclusive that is going to be re-released soon. I got the first run, which comes with orange Psychoframe. It's going to be re-released in the green Psychoframe, so if you missed it the first time, you will have a chance to get it again. So that's why I wanted to show you guys, and also, as I mentioned in the unboxing video, one of my subscribers left a comment and said, recommended that I should give you guys a look at this kit because there hasn't been much coverage of it on YouTube yet, so here it is. And as you can see, this is going to be in its unicorn mode. And the only thing that's new, for the most part, with this kit is the backpack and the weapons. So as far as the main body of the kit, there's going to be nothing new here from previous Master Grade unicorns that we've seen. Of course, this doesn't have the armed armor on its arms, the I think V, N, and BS, I believe it is, on the arms as the original Banshee. It's now, instead of those, it's got the regular like unicorn style arms. And yeah, it's just the backpack. And even the backpack itself is not actually changed. All that's different is here. These parts just plug into the backpack in place of where you would normally plug in the beam sabers. So let me give you a closer look. Where you normally plug in the beam sabers into these pieces, we've got new pieces there. Just a minute. We do get the regular pieces if you wanted to just put the normal beam sabers in there, beam saber handles, but I imagine you probably don't want to do that if you're buying this kit. So these just go into there like that, and then of course they can fold open for mounting the shield, but I'll come back to that in a minute. And yeah, so let's take a look at what this kit comes with for accessories. We've got quite a bit of stuff here, you can see in my bag. The first thing is going to be the Armed Armor DE. Now this is not the first time we've seen this in Master Grade form. Here it is. We actually had the original version of this was the white online exclusive, which was for the Master Grade Unicorn Burka, which looks like this. In this box. I'll show you that someday later, I suppose. And then we saw it in gold for the Unicorn 03 Phoenix, and now we're seeing it in this black color, or very dark blue for now, for the Master Grade Banshee Norn. Now, I guess I can show you about the transformation of this. It uses the normal unicorn shield, and just there's a top and bottom piece that attach onto there. So for the transformation, it's going to pull down like that, like a normal unicorn shield, open out these parts like the normal unicorn shield, but then we've got some extra opening bits here at the bottom, and then here on the top. So when it's all opened up, it's very big and pointy, and there's quite a bit of Psychoframe showing in there, so that's pretty nice. For the height, as you can tell, it's higher, taller, I should say, than the actual Banshee itself. If we stand it up like that, you can see it's just a little bit taller, as it's a little bit out of frame there. It's just a little bit taller than the Banshee itself, so it's very, very long. Let me close this back up. It's easy enough to close, just shoop, 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 and slide back down. In the end, there is very hard to see, and you're definitely not going to be able to see it on camera. I apologize, it's quite dark inside of there, but there is a small like quasi barrel, I guess. It's for the beam cannon that is in the end of there. So that's that. Then we have the beam Magnum, which is a little bit different now. Here it is. Oops. Here's the beam Magnum. But as you can see, it now has the multi-launcher, or I'm sorry, what is it called? the revolving launcher. Yeah, it's the revolving launcher on there, and it's for the rifle itself is the exact same mold that we've seen. It's just new parts for the revolving launcher that fit onto the existing beam Magnum, so that's pretty cool. Of course, it's got the same handle that opens out like that, and of course it's got the same problem that I've had with every unicorn kit, that happens. Does everyone else experience that problem? I don't know if I've ever seen someone else complaining about that, but in the I guess 2 other unicorn kits that I've made, the Verka and the full armor Verka, the beam Magnums had that same problem, and I don't know what it is, but this sliding mechanism to open that is too loose, and if you have it pointed down, especially with the extra weight of the revolving launcher on there, it's just going to fall down and the magazine's going to fall out. That's a problem. To use this, which is the Beam JIT, I really don't know how to pronounce that, so I apologize. It's just a blue beam effect part. It's really, really nice, very sharp. And this part, which is a handle, so you can actually take it out and hold it as kind of like a beam sword, I suppose. Banshee could hold it like that. But you want to plug it into the revolving launcher. You take off this cap, and there's one part inside. You just pull that out. Let me try to get it. It's quite small. Come out, come out, come out. Use my teeth. Pull that out and flip it around. In the back side of there is the hole. And we'll put the cover back on. Like that. Now we've got a hole there. And we can just slide this in like that. There we go. Now we've got that mounted in there. Looks really, really awesome. That beam effect is really good. Bandai really did a nice job with that, I think. And of course now it's even more weight, so it's still going to have that same problem. If someone knows what to do about that, other than just some glue or putty or something, which I guess is what I'll ultimately do, but if maybe I'm doing something wrong in the assembly, if you know, let me know. Then of course we've got 2 clear beam effect parts. Still don't know why we're not getting 4 with the unicorn, because with the regular beam swords and the beam tonfas we should be able to mount 4, but we only get 2 with the kit. Kind of strange. Then we have an extra magazine for the beam Magnum, and we actually have enough parts to make a 3rd magazine as well, with 1 extra. There should be 5 on the magazine. This one's actually got 6 just because of how it works out in the numbers of what's molded. So you got plenty of ammo to go around for the beam Magnum. We also have an extra round for the revolving launcher, and this one has a little tab on there which plugs into the back skirt. So one problem with this though is that it doesn't fit in here between the backpack and the back skirt. Let me show you. It should fit in there, but it doesn't. So to get it to fit, you have to actually push the backpack up, which is how to take it off. It goes up and down like that. You have to kind of push it up without it falling off, or let's just take it off first. Oops, there we go. It's never easy to do on camera, guys, trust me. We'll stick that on the back like that. Try to put the backpack back on, but we can't actually slide it down, so it's just kind of barely resting there. It's on, but I wouldn't put too much money on that. And then the magazine also has the same tab. It can plug into the other side, like so. So there you go. No problems with that because it's thinner. But let's just go ahead and take this stuff off for now, for the rest of the review. Like that. Okay. Stand up, please. And then we've just got a few extra bits. We've got the pilot is different, so the pilot that's in the cockpit is actually different, and then we've got, here's the just small standing version. I have it to compare. Here's the original one of Banager that comes with the kit. It comes with the unicorn because this is molded into one of the runners that's used for the regular unicorn, but this doesn't have any base, The new figure that we're getting for Riddy does actually have a base on it, so that's nice. Of course, it's slightly different because they have a slightly different uniform. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if there's any height difference, because Riddy's should be taller. And yeah, there is a little bit of a height difference there. It's kind of hard to tell, but Riddy should be taller than Banadra, so that's true there. That's very good. We've got this piece, which is used for attaching the shield onto the backpack. And we've got a action base connector. And I should mention that there's these pieces, these small little pieces that actually go in the side of the legs. If anyone's looking very closely, they probably notice that here these pieces are missing in the side of the legs. I haven't put those in yet because they're very hard to take out once they're in, and I want to paint them separately, so I'm just leaving those out until I paint. Now, to mount the shield, this part on the backpack, as you saw before, does open up. One thing that I dislike about this is that there's no like peg to clamp these together. I wish that there was like a small little peg like on one side and hole on the other side, so when you close them they can fit together securely. But as they are now, they're kind of like the unicorn horn. If you use the two pieces and put them together, you know that they don't actually fit flush, and it's kind of the same with this. It's not bad. I think, as you can see there, it's just a little bit difficult to get them perfectly flat together, which is not the worst issue in the world, but for a master grade and an online exclusive, you'd think like maybe that might have been a little bit better. But they do open up like this, and then through that gap in the middle you can put this piece like this. That fits into there, and then we can put the shield, if we take off the connector that connects it to the arm. Oh, sorry, let's just slide that off like that. And I think what it does, the shield just slides onto here. I haven't done this yet, so bear with me for a minute. I think it just fits on there, like. But then I realized that that's on there upside down, so what you actually do is you slide it up into this part, supposedly. So let's see, where is this part? Sorry, bear with me here. Something like that. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty secure. So that's pretty cool. Let me back the camera up here for you. And as you can see, it's fitting on there pretty well. So no issues there. And then of course you can open it up for the boosting of the shield. The last thing we have is a couple options for the V-fin. What I've got there now is the solid V-fin for unicorn mode. There is also a solid V-fin for destroy mode, and then there's also the pieces to make the V-fin that can open and close. And we've got a bunch, I just got them floating in the box here. We've got a bunch of extra parts. These are all extra parts from the unicorn mold that were not used for this Banshee version. Basically, there's a lot of these gray parts which are now in the clear orange Psychoframe. So like these are the parts for the legs, parts for the back skirt, parts for the side skirt are here as well. Like this piece, which I can't pick up. There you go. And there's also some parts for the unicorn's head. Here's the unicorn's V-fin, like that. The unicorn's faceplate is there. We have these pieces are different adapters for using the Armed Armor DE with other kits like the Shinanju Stein or the new Verka or the, there's one more, right? Some other kit as well that can use that Armed Armor DE. Anyway, just a few extra parts floating around there. Now, I prefer it in unicorn mode, but I know some people prefer the destroy mode. So I'll go ahead and transform it But for the majority of the transformation, I want to do it off camera because it's nothing you've seen before, and I'm trying to cut down the length of my videos a little bit because a lot of them go on too long. But the one thing that I will show you how to transform on camera is the backpack, because that's what's new and that's the thing that's special for this kit. So you do have to be a little bit careful when transforming the backpack because it can come apart a little bit. So what I mean is that these gray pieces here, which are going to twist and turn, they can easily come out of the backpack, which I see one is already trying to do it now. They're not very secure in there, so just be really careful when you're twisting these. Basically what it's going to do is you're going to fold them out and then out like that, and then rotate them up. Okay, sorry about that. Let's try it again with the backpack off. I think that makes it a little bit easier. Like I said, these are the parts here that you have to be careful of when you're rotating it. So what you're going to do is fold it up and rotate it around and then up the rest of the way, and there we go. Here's what happens. This is the problem, that those pieces come out there. I try to get it back in and it comes out very easily, but to put it back in you have to pry apart these pieces on the backpack. So give me a minute again. Okay, sorry about that. I put that piece back in. It's really kind of stressful. This is something that you have to deal with when it's like the key point of this kit, which is an online exclusive and something that's kind of expensive, that you have such a small issue like that. That can really be a big pain. But once again, we're folding this up, rotating it around and up, kind of going around and up at the same time in that motion, and then there we go. So that's totally open. Let me transform the unicorn now into destroy mode, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Phew, okay. Well, that definitely took me a few minutes to get this transformed. It's been a while since I've transformed a master grade unicorn kit, and I had to refer to the manual. Definitely I forgot some steps, and I think it should be just about all together now. And now that he's much taller, why don't we do another height comparison with the Armed Armor DE shield, because I think that he might be taller than the shield now. Yeah, with unicorn mode the shield was a little bit taller. Now that it's in destroy mode, he's a little bit longer than his shield. Now to mount the shield, let's take off the backpack mounting piece, open that up fully. We'll pop on the piece for mounting it onto the arm, and this piece which mounts it onto the arm is too flimsy in my opinion. Obviously the shield is going to be pretty heavy because it's very large, and this piece is just a little bit too loose. The connection to the arm is good, don't get me wrong on that, but once it's on the arm it's hard to keep it in position. So let's try to get this on here like so. There we go. And there we go. There. Now it's on, but like I said, it's very loose. Right now it's basically just balancing like that. It's the only way that it's staying up. If I move it around too much, I'm afraid it's going to fall. But there we go. We'll just keep it like that. It's not pretty good. Let's fix it, open everything back up. There we go. Oops. Come on, work with me here. Open. Yes. Okay, stay like that. There's that. And the hands, I should mention, are the hands that it's 1 finger and 3 fingers together like that, but you can actually cut them to separate them fairly easily. And they are in their own separate ball joints, so they will stay in once they're separated. Getting this on the peg might once again be easier said than done. So why don't I cut here and then I'll come back. Alright guys, it took a lot of work and a lot of praying to the Gunpla God to get this into what you see here, and it's still not perfect. As you can see, I've got the Psychoframe in the knee messed up, the Psychoframe in the crotch is not out, but I'm tired of messing with it. It's close enough. Basically, just you can't move anything without something else falling out of place. If I try to fix the backpack and the shield falls off to the side, I try to fix the shield and I knock off the V-fin. I try to fix the leg, and as you can see, the knee Psychoframe piece goes in. It's just a mess, which is why I don't really usually like destroy mode. That's not to say that it's not a good kit. I mean, it's not really the fault of the kit. There's just really no way around it with the design of the Gundam itself. So it's kind of hard to like knock Bandai's engineering or something like that. There wasn't really a whole lot that they could do with it, and of course the most important thing too is that what it looks like when it's all up. And even now, like I said, the back skirts, the backpack armors, Psychoframe's not opened up. Even with it not being totally as it should be, it still looks awesome. I mean, the shield looks awesome. Like the way the armed armor DE opens up and it's all spiky really matches the look of the new backpack. And like I said, the beam effect part on the new revolving launcher looks awesome. And it's just a really good looking kit, of course. Now it's gonna look a lot better. See, there it goes. Now it's falling off the action base. Obviously it's going to look a lot better when it's all painted, but if you just want to build it out of the kit, just be prepared for some of these issues that I'm talking about. So, as you can see, it's far from perfect, and that's basically what you're just going to have to deal with this kit. Man, now I'm really getting tired of this right now. So let's just take that off there, and we'll just put that down. So there you go, guys. There's the Master Grade Banshee Norn. Do I regret buying this, looking at the state that it's in now? No, because I know it's a good kit. It just takes a little bit more work and a little bit finesse to make it look how it's supposed to look, and I'll probably be displaying it in unicorn mode anyway. So, very sorry guys, this is one thing that I forgot to do, and I know I forgot to do this in the past couple of videos too. Let's give you a size comparison. Here is a comparison with a fairly average size, average height, what will suit the high new Verka. As you can see, the Banshee is a little bit taller, and the high new just looks very big because it's very bulky, but the Banshee with that big shield looks quite big too. They're relatively similar size, but definitely the Banshee is going to be a little bit taller than most normal MG suits. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'm sure there's probably some stuff that I forgot to mention about this, but ultimately I just wanted to give you guys a look at what the kit looks like, and as you can see, it's definitely got its pros and its cons. The green Psychoframe version is coming soon. If you missed this, and despite what you're looking at now, you would still like to get it, I would say go ahead and try to get your pre-order in for that. There we go. Something a little bit better to look at. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.